What is going on, everybody? Cowbell here. We're going to be playing a little bit more LOTRO today. Sorry about the late start this evening. Had a few other things going on. I'll talk a little bit about them as the stream continues. But I am glad that I'm here with all of you tonight. How's everybody doing? I see Logan's here already. What's going on? And another thing, while I've got your attention, I know that a bunch of you know that we were involved with St. Jude's Play Live event, so I got my t-shirt, which I need to actually go ahead and send them a picture of. But yeah, this was thanks to you guys. So just a little something to try and spread the message a little bit more, and again, it's all thanks to the support from the community, so thank you for helping to support that along the way. Support. You know what I try not to repeat words, but thank you for all of the help, seriously. It's been good. All right. I'm doing all right. Just getting into the swing of things again and enjoying, or looking forward to enjoying, a nice relaxing stream tonight. I really want to focus more on chat than on some sort of active game where I was very focused on like a cluster truck where I can't really take my eyes off of what's going on. I want to be able to focus more on you guys today. I mean, that's usually a pretty big focus anyway, but even more than usual, let's put it that way. So nothing too crazy as far as gameplay is concerned is planned. Ooh. Might be only copper scraps, but this actually sells for some good coin. Especially, so when you think about it, right, I've got one of the deluxe houses here. I'm gonna pull up the numbers on that. Let's see, house is here. So purchase cost was 7 gold, 700 silver. That's fine. But maintenance, right, is 165 every week. So if you were to pull even the pile of copper scraps at this level, and I'm not sure if it scales when you level. I'm not positive about that. But even with getting one of these every 2 weeks, you've already more than covered your upkeep for a deluxe house in the mainland of the four, housing zones that they had way back when. Now they've got a couple of new ones that are premium, and you need to pay, I think, with mithril coins for that. Mithril. I think you need those for that, but that is a currency that you don't earn through regular gameplay. I'll get into, I actually need to figure out how you get some of those at some point, but that I know is something that probably involves more cash shop than anything else. So let's just go ahead and close all of that stuff. Let's close all the things. Loots, what? There's a loots going on? Hoi, Flora, what's going on? How are you? I know, Hollow Knight. You don't even have to say anything, and I already know. I see your name, I'm like, oh, Hollow Knight, that's right. I didn't forget about it. I just was looking for like a nice, low-key, something that I could just chat with you guys today. Doing good. Play Dreadnought for free. Warp into battle now. Wonder what that's even about. I didn't get to see the picture. I have no idea what type of game that is. But you're doing good. That's good to hear. You know, it's oh, don't starve together. You know, I saw that you were streaming when I was getting set up, and I was like, if I wasn't already running late, I'd take a look. It was chill. Nice. I feel like that's pretty much the general theme for, I mean, that game can be non-stop is the impression I get, but for the most part, I feel like you kind of can keep it kind of chill and relaxed and not have anything too crazy going on. I don't even know where I'm going. Oh, right. I need to go to someplace around my level because I wanted to get scholar stuff. And to get scholar stuff, I'm probably gonna have to kill a bunch of people. Because that's how you learn about history in this game. You murder lots of humanoids. Or happen to find some nodes. But for the most part, you just murder humanoids. Stelden. No, that's not really gonna help me, but I can go to the Troll Shaws and go Rivendell. That could help. Randall, hey, what's going on? More than 1,000 hours in DST gets chill. That's kind of like how I feel about Starbound, especially like the early stuff at this point. I've played through the Urkius mining facility and all that early stuff, the hunting party. I did all that stuff so many times now at this point that I'm like, well, I pretty much know exactly what's coming, and if I'm surprised, then it's just because I forgot about it. But they do have some cool things now, like the mechs, and you can move around with the ship with navigation. So space stations, I haven't even checked that out yet. I really do want to check that out, but I'm hoping to do that more with recording as opposed to streaming. I feel like Starbound is a little too slow to really get too much going on for a stream. How long will I be streaming for? I'll be going at least until 10:30, so at least another hour and a half. Maybe 2. We'll see. I need to try and get back into a good sleep schedule, so I may cut it closer to 10:30 today. We'll see. Babe Blue, hey, what's going on? How are you? Sarah, you're here too. How are you? Oh man, it's so good to have all of you here. Seriously, you guys make this so much fun. You make this what it is, because I could sit here and play this game and just wander around and talk to myself and not accomplish anything. But you guys are really what make this so much fun. So thank you. Thank you all for being here. You're doing well. All right, awesome. You know, my Restream chat client is a little funky right now, it looks like, because it seems like it's taking about half, I would say, of the YouTube chats, and it is inserting spaces in between every character, which just makes it look very, very weird. But not all of the YouTube chat, so I don't really know what it's doing, to be honest. Beer bag, alright, no worries. Something to drink. Yeah, I got a little bit of water here, not much left, so I may need to resolve that before the stream is over. Oh, your art desk. Yes, you showed it to me. How is it working out? Oh, the level 85 Terra. Nice. Those things, I mean, it's cool getting your first flying mount. Because you're like, whoa, I can go anywhere now. And it really opens up a lot of opportunities. And I mean, you can transport stuff easier too, although with those guys, it's got to be light. You can't carry anything too heavy. Working great and useful. Nice. That's so cool. I know that you were... I mean, I've seen some of your art, which is awesome. And I know that you're really into it, so I'm really happy to hear that you got a desk specifically for it, and that hopefully it'll help you to do even more with art and reach greater heights and all that jazz. But no, seriously, that's really, really cool. Oh, smash my finger in it, though. Don't do that. That's bad. That's bad for your health. I read it somewhere. I don't even know what I actually need to kill for deeds here. I was just kind of shooting at anything that was gonna be hostile to me. And just running. Apparently that badger was hiding a loot box somewhere in its... I'll let you fill in the blank. But... how do you... what kind of was this, super badger? Does he have a dimensional rift somewhere on his body? I don't know. It wanted to eat me. It's like, nom nom. I was looking for a meal. Oh no, that's so bad. Oh, that is cool though. I'm glad that you're getting good use out of it and that you're enjoying it so far. I think we had a couple of quest things also. Can I... Using that has no effect. I must have taken that one already. There was this one also. Using it has no effect. Okay, I guess I did all those things. Did I? That's the boar tusk one. Where's the one for this lynx hide? Tell me about this. Ah, there it is. Okay. Track that. Seriously, like track it. Because I actually want to get these things and get them out of my inventory. When is Hollow Knight? I still am trying to figure out whether I want to do that as a recording. Honestly. I feel like I keep putting so many games in the stream category that I want to start trying to do some in the recording category and kind of force myself to edit a little bit more aggressively than I have been. Because I've been trying to do some stuff on it, but I haven't been super active with pursuing that, and I've kind of put it on the side. If I didn't know something, I was like, this is frustrating to try and figure out. I don't know how this works. So I want to get into that a little bit more than I have been. I want to give myself content to kind of force myself to do it. Pick it up. Come on. You can do it. Do I really need to do this? There you go. Oh yeah, I should probably also turn that on. And that. Highlights for YouTube. That means I'm gonna have to go through 2 hours of content and try and figure out. I'm gonna have to watch the 2 hours at least once and figure out what to take from there and then worry about the edits. I worry that given my relative lack of experience with editing, that will take far too long and I'm never gonna get it done. Because I have some other footage that I was planning on taking highlights of and have never gotten around to it. The apprentice bow from someone. Oh, in this game? Or oh, okay, in Ark. Yes, yes, yes. What is his name? Sir Rainbow. I love it. Does a rainbow actually pass by, like after he flies through, or how does it work? Okay, I thought the thing actually wanted to try and nibble on my ankles. The apprentice bow, right. Picked it up from probably from one of those supply crates. That's what they're called, right? Giant random descending thing. Looks like a disco ball, except just in point form instead. Let's see. Just run around and yeah, that shot is really overpowered, by the way. This one right here. Because even though these things are higher than my level, by a few levels too, it's not really that close. But especially when I crit with that thing, it just does way too much damage. Like way more than it should. For anything that's normal, at least. Maybe the elites, not so much. But even those, we kind of just ran through those with a few of those shots. And the fact that I can move made it to the point where they basically just followed me for a little while and died. Drawing ideas. Let's see. How about... I remember seeing you doing some Pokemon stuff last time. How about like a Lapras? Uh, 40-60 segments. I worry that that's too long still, because from talking to some people, I know that I have heard the opinion, and I can see this. I've heard the opinion of if it's longer than like 10 or 15 minutes, then I start to just, nah, this is too much time for me to invest. And I think the perk of the live stream is that it's live and you can interact. So that has a lot more draw to watching for a longer period of time, because you can actually sit down and chat with me and with each other. Whereas with a recording, you're kind of stuck watching the replay. So from what I've been hearing, I kind of want to keep it down to like your 10-minute mark, maybe 15 tops. Make sure you like and sub. Aw. Is that for me or for you? Man, the number of times though that I hear that, sometimes I feel like I joke about the line sometimes just because it's become so commonplace, right? You know, your like, comment, subscribe. It comes up in so many different channels. Not get your episodes below 30 minutes. You can't split it up in shorter segments than that. That seems strange that you wouldn't be able to separate it out. Cannot? Oh, Well, I will probably need to weigh my options then with that one. I'm not sure. I was kind of looking forward to doing it that way. So if it's not going to be viable, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, to be honest. But we shall see, I suppose. Where actually do I need to go with this again? Something over here. Which one is this? Kill what now? Oh, bog lurkers. Okay. We might as well at least get some of these quests done that we have to while we're at it, but we do want a scholar. We want to do the scholar thing. Be scholarly. Yes. Yes, of course. We are civilized human beings here. Random moth. Better than having a random mosquito. Or I could think of a lot of other things that it would be better than having also in the house. A little nervous about being here, but I don't think he has any physically moving abilities. There we go. Now it doesn't matter anymore. That thing really does pack a punch. And running, running, running. Running some more. It really is kind of ridiculous that I can move like this and fire so accurately. Like, that... I don't even think that would be the case if you had a gun. That you would be quite so effective with your aim. Doesn't seem right. Let's see. Boss fights, bonfire spread far apart, times of explosion and search for the next save spot. I mean, well, but you can edit stuff out is part of it too. So I imagine that you could edit out parts where you're sitting there searching and searching and searching and not really accomplishing too much. Allergic to flea bite. Let me just search for this thing and then I guess nature. I don't know. Flea bites like bad because my arms swell. Oh no. Bumps all over just on my forearms. That's not good. We don't want that. You know, allergies are a bit of a weird thing to have to deal with just because sometimes, like, certain allergies people don't really expect unless they know about it specifically for you. So it seems like all of a sudden something will come up where you'll be like, oh yeah, here's an example. Someone that I know in my family is allergic to bell peppers, actually. So that's not one that you would normally expect or think that someone would have. So you would kind of have to hear about it to know about it. And that being the case, it kind of can be a bit of an issue if, let's say, a surprise was planned or something wasn't said about it. And I feel like flea bites is one of those too, where it just kind of, you could easily not assume that anyone is allergic to it and then be unpleasantly surprised. And that probably goes for you too, because I'm sure that you weren't aware of it when you first were figuring out that you had that. So there was probably a good time where you're like, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know where this is coming from. And why is it just here? A lot of stuff happens. I'll have to see then, because I don't really want to make it super long videos. I mean, my streams that get posted anyway are super long as it is. I don't really need any long content on YouTube. I'm not suffering and needing to find any of that. Let's see. Is LOTRO still a popular game? I don't actually know. I know that it was taken over by a new company. I know they just released a new expansion for Mordor content and a new race and new housing and a few other things. So I want to say maybe, just because of all that stuff, that maybe they've got something going here. But I just kind of, why I started playing again is I was just in the mood for it and said, you know what, let me go back to playing this game again. It's been a long time. And just kind of felt like having a free-to-play MMO that I enjoyed at the time and could casually run through. I'm wondering why the combat music only started for that one bat. Like, that was the first time we've heard that. At least the first time I noticed it. Didn't know until I went back the same time. Grandma's... Oh, no. That is unfortunate. Yeah. I can see how you'd have to be careful now, but that's rough. That is really not how you want to find that sort of thing out. It's not Shadow. Let me try this one again, I guess. Would they be around here? If they are, then they're not showing up. And I'm definitely in an elite section. Oh, now the combat music is all like, hey, just so you know, you are fighting things. We promise there is a thing going on here, and you should be aware of it. But it doesn't really matter when I can just strafe so much and keep firing arrows like it's nobody's business. I still don't know how that happens. I am too far south. That's part of the problem. But there's a node over here. So I'm going to go and hunt that down. Because this is one of the few that we're not going to have to murder a humanoid to get. Then you throw closing up. Yes. That is definitely the case. Which is scary. I actually had an issue with that when I was growing up. I went to see a friend at the time. He had just moved here. So we were getting to know each other. He was having a few of us over to hang out at his place as a sleepover. Is he? Why does it say defeat trolls, yet this one is friendly? Interesting. Well then, we'll just go ahead and keep moving. Right, anyway, we went over to his place, and the problem quickly became that he had rugs on the floor, and the rugs were not cleaned, I guess, tremendously well, or well enough for me to be sleeping on it when he had a cat that would hang out in the room. So the problem I quickly ran into was that my asthma would kick in along with allergies, and I had trouble breathing. They had to try and get my medicine from home because I didn't have it for whatever reason. And yeah, we ended up, fortunately, I went and ended up getting my nebulizer and all that stuff. It was not a fun time, but all things said and done, it wasn't a big problem after that. It was just the slowdown from the initial encounter with it. I am pulling way too many things, and that is not where I want to be. He's evading too much. That's part of my problem. But I need to at least... There we go. Once you get one of them down, that really helps, especially the elite. There we go. That takes care of all that. You'll be back. Alright, sounds good, Logan. Only takes about 40, 60 hours first playthrough. Just, you know, editing job you give yourself. Well, just because I would be playing it also doesn't mean that necessarily I would have to go through. I don't know off the top of my head if I would go through the entire thing. It depends on how it goes. But something worth noting, thank you for that. Yes, I am definitely fine now. It was not fun at the time. I've only had a few instances where nebulizers had to be involved, but I distinctly remember that one. and I'm lucky too, because for me, I know that there are people who have much more severe cases of asthma and allergies than I do. And for me, it was very, very much athletic induced for the most part. But if you just put me down in the middle of cat hair and have me go to sleep, you're gonna have a problem. So yeah, it was not fun. But there are people who have much more severe ones than I do, so I'm lucky about that. Oh, did not see you there. I've seen that kinship before, Lonely Mountain Band. I wonder what their deal is. I think they actually play music, if I recall. Because you can write your own different soundtracks. I forget what the file type is called. It might be like an ABC or something. Star.abc. But yeah, you can make your own songs and stuff. It's kind of cool. So those guys are gonna give me a quest when I kill them? Great. Well, let's start here and try to kill all of the other elite things on the way first. Good, I was hoping I'd finish that before he showed up. Yeah, it was not a fun experience. But again, there are people who have much worse allergy and asthma situations out there, so my heart definitely goes out to them on that one. Because with even having a minor case, it is not a fun time. All these things hate me. Why do all of them have to hate me? Can't just some of them hate me? I also should heal before we start this, because I don't know how this is going to go, I'll be honest. But I want to make sure that I am ready for it. Already max on focus. Okay. So let's try... Alright, those are my potions. Cool. I think I'm actually going to use the fire oil, because that makes it do fire damage instead. And I had some other ward of some sort. Where was it? I think there's only one that I had too, so it would free up a slot, which is nice. Might as well also eat too. Increase some stats. That sound seems very unnecessary. That doesn't sound good. I'm gonna go with not good. Yeah, sure, we'll use that one. Alright, can we, let's just get this started. Sounds are kind of concerning now. Well, that piercing shot still does a ton of damage, so that's good. And I can outrun them too, which is nice. Okay. And got him. Cool. thanks for the for the quest, friend. So, kill a bunch of giants. That seems like something a scholarly historian would do, right? That one is tougher than the other. Oh, never mind. It looked like it had the health of the giant, and I was very concerned. Oh, did I get both of them? Yeah, I did. I also kind of want to just slow him down for a second. Don't keep walking forward. Why are you insisting on walking forward? I don't want to walk forward. Stop it. Let me move where I want to go. That's better. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I guess an input gets stuck. And it decides that now it needs to... Oh, this is not going to work, is it? Yeah, no, he's just going to run his way back the whole way and heal himself. That is unfortunate. Alright, well, we'll try this again. I guess we won't bother trying to switch targets this time, because that seemed to cause all sorts of issues. I can only run back so far, really, because they're so far into this valley here that if I go back to a point where I'm really comfortable, they're gonna just reset, and that's not what we're trying to do here, like that guy did. Well, got rid of one of them. I guess we're making progress. I'm a little worried about the fact that we've got two of them over there, though. Oh, those lines from Necrodancer, which I still need to play, actually. I do need to get around that. Thanks for the loots, though, for both of them, actually, on that one, Flora. And those of you guys who aren't familiar, Loots is a service you can get your message up and showing for free. So you can do it every 15 minutes. And it does help to support the channel as well, so it's a win for everybody. But primarily, it's cool that it lets you guys post your messages and get them up on the stream. This guy is hitting me more than I would like, and I am running towards some other ones, so I am gonna try to get around him. Amazingly, he didn't actually hit me when I did that, but he made up for it, it seems. Oh, good. More things that hate me. That's exactly what I was looking for. Fine, we'll do this. We'll do the temporary health thing. Because that is definitely necessary right about now. I got Lapras face down, ready to start. Details, nice. I definitely want to see it, Sarah. I always did like Lapras. Oh. Alright, yeah, sure, we'll fight him too. Why not? We're already in the middle of fighting people. Oh, good. I pissed off a Drake. That's perfect. Yeah, can I... Nope. Yeah, that didn't go well at all. That Drake thing was kind of unforeseen, huh? Alright, awesome. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that one, Sarah. What happened to my shoulders? They're broken. They're a bit worn. Am I near any towns? I'm near this guy. We'll go see what he's about. I really wish I could find those freaking bog creatures. I've been wandering around that area. It's this very small area, and they don't spawn that often. I need to find 3 more of them, and I don't see it happening too quickly. But, let's see, where is he? Straight. Okay. We're actually on the mark. And... oh, okay, he's got a ring on him. Cool. That works. But yeah, so there's been actually a lot of stuff on my mind recently as far as just what's going on in general. And there were those of you who have been watching over on Twitter. There's been a a couple of things. Mostly, it's really one post in particular that got my attention, and I felt the need to chime in about, and that was regarding people who make a post, whether it's a message or what have you, to those who they look up to on, you know, whether it's YouTube or whatever service, doing content creation or whatever it is, doesn't really matter, and post about something regarding how they've helped them with, you know, suicide issues and stuff like that. And it is the type of thing that, this is my opinion now, it's the type of thing where it's definitely something that we're happy to help with, and that goes for anybody, I would say. Definitely happy that we could help, but it's also something that is better dealt with on a grander scale, and as far as like a plan to address the issue and try to resolve it. It's something that professionals would be much better suited for. So although we appreciate that we can help and we're happy about that and we care and we love you guys and all that stuff, when you're having some sorts of thoughts like that, or you know somebody who is, try and find some ways to get them to reach out. Especially, there's a bunch of free, like the National Suicide Hotline was one that I was looking into before. That's actually one of the reasons why I got started a little bit late today, is I was just looking into it and wanted to familiarize myself with the resources so that I could relay them to others. But yeah, that's just something that's been on my mind lately, given a few different things, including that tweet from yesterday. But yeah, I know sometimes the topic gets a little heavy, but you know, there are some serious things that we do need to talk about from time to time too. So I'm just glad that we can have that conversation in a very mature manner instead of you know, taking a different angle at it and not really addressing the issue the way I deem it the right way, because there are ways to go about it where it's like, well, you know, they're seeking, you know, they just want attention or something like that. It's like, well, regardless, like, even if we assumed for a second that was possible, which you shouldn't do to begin with, but even if we did assume that, that's really not addressing any of the issues. It's just kind of brushing them all off. So I'm just glad that we can talk about this in a more, you know, a mature manner, like I was saying before. Hey, yeah, he's back. Had to start the week off on the right foot. Well, Jillian actually enjoys it the other way as well, and so do I, but every so often I like to thin it out, and we were talking about it, it's just like, should really probably do that, because, you know, work and, you know, looking professional and stuff. That's right, now I just look like a kid, so. 52 degrees in Holland. Oh, that must be Celsius, because or either one really wouldn't be good, come to think of it. If it was summer, it was 52 degrees Fahrenheit, then man, is that cold. But if it's Celsius, then jeez, that is hot. Yeah, we've actually had a pretty cool summer, all things considered, around here in the Northeast. It's been a bit surprising. Lapras is done. Nice. Yeah, I definitely want to see that. It's cold. Okay, so Fahrenheit then. I mean, either way, 52 for summer doesn't work no matter which measurement system you're using. Either way, it's bad. Oh, man. Yeah, no, it's actually been pretty comfortable, though, here. I've been very pleasantly surprised by that. Had a few warm days, but nothing really out of the ordinary, nothing crazy. Yeah, that summer though, it's been, like I said, it's been cool here. So but not cold, not like 52 cold. It's been like 70s, which is perfect for me. I love 70s. That's probably around my ideal temperature. So when I saw that, I was like, hey, keep it coming. I'm okay with this. I could just enjoy the summer the entire time. I like being able to go outside and actually spend time outdoors without sweating. Because the other problem we have here is that we've got a lot of water around us. So we run into the issue of high humidity. And that can make those 90 temperatures feel a lot worse. You know, in general, I'll take a little bit warmer over the humidity, but I don't get to decide those things. They took that away from me a long time ago. Alright, well, we almost got all the links. I mean, there are a lot of links up here, actually. So that's not tremendously surprising. Wait, is it trying to tell me? Oh, never mind. I saw the check, and I was like, wait, is that trying to tell me that I'm near it, and that's the one that's tracking? Or... I was like, no, it's just telling you that you have the quest item, which you knew already. We all knew that. Everybody knew that. I also am seeing that I really need to get rid of some of this inventory, because I'm running into the constant problem of needing to use this overflow. And then when I find crops and things like that, I have to sit here and decide whether I need to throw something away to pick it up, or whether I just need to ignore it. Which is unfortunate. That's really not the position I want to be in. It's kind of a bit of a waste with some of those resources. But, you know, when it comes to things that, as a farmer, you can grow, you're really not missing all that much value. Because you can grow a lot of them pretty quickly and pretty inexpensively too. So it doesn't bother me that much if that's all it is. Like the blueberries and the taters are all under that category. When it comes to things like the dye plants, the scholar stuff, like the indigo and the woad and all that, that stuff I want to grab, because the only way I'm getting it is by buying it or finding it out in the wild. That throwback, though, seemed a little exaggerated. Well, that wasn't how I wanted to get down, but I suppose that'll do. That's just, I wanted to find more of these flies anyway, because those are the things that I need to get rid of. And some badgers, I think. Badger, 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 badger. Where can I go to avoid the bears? Can I avoid the bears? I think I did. That works. I never know really what the aggro range is in this game. I get a little bit confused by it from time to time. So don't go down there. That's the moral of this hilltop right here. But yeah, the aggro range confuses me fairly frequently. I can never tell how close I can get without actually annoying these things. And I still have no idea, even though I've played the game a fair deal, both recently and over the years. See, like that, apparently it was too close. He didn't like that very much, I guess. Why? I don't know. Couldn't tell you why that as opposed to the other bears. I think someone is also role-playing in, like, the general chat. You can't see it. Oh, never mind. It's someone talking about trade chat and talking about when they met their husband. And someone wearing a hooded cape. I was like, huh. Because I saw a hooded cape out of the corner of my eye. I was like, this sounds a lot like RP. Just from those words alone. But no. No, they were actually talking about real occurrences. And I think this is the last fly I need. Now I just need to find those badgers. See if we can get rid of those too while we're at it. Get some good experience. That might push us up to 37. Alright, so let's see. So we got that done. Elves marker. Defeat these things. What can I get rid of here? Let's remove this. Oh, that guy's actually kind of close, isn't he? I guess. Is he? Oh, not really. 1,400 meters away. Not so much. So let's get rid of that too. Oh, we are close to getting the Worm Slayer deed finished up. We're not in the Lone Lands anyway. Might as well keep that though. We'll go with this. The Badgers. And if we can figure out those hounds, that'd be great. But let's go with the boars for now, because they're going to be in the area. Okay. Onward and upward. So what games have you guys been playing recently? Or have you been watching if you aren't into the playing, but more into the observing? Oh, Jillian is like that. She actually likes to watch games more than she likes to play them. Watch others play. Which is actually one of the things. She's been trying to get me to play some horror games for a while now. And I feel like eventually I'm going to just buckle and do it against my better judgment. But yeah, that's something that'll be on the agenda. I imagine you guys will enjoy it too for the most part. Because I don't know how I'm going to handle it. And I feel like that could be funny to watch. Maybe not for me, but, you know, for everybody else. Blueberries, that doesn't help me. Oh, found the boar at least. I think the badgers were up here too. Yeah, no, let's not do that. Slowing them down is actually really handy with this build. Just having the quick shot that slows everything. I mean, quick shot is kind of like my auto attack anyway, the way that I run this, so it works out very well that puts such a heavy slow on them. And such a quick cast time too. If, let's say, the first one misses or they block it or resist the slow or for whatever reason, just throw another one out there. Really handy. But then again, Hunter is really the class that I know best. I don't know too much about many of the others. Let's just wander in over here. We could probably just wander in and dig up pretty much all of the badgers and boars that we need. And actually use that this time. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, this is I mean, I could be doing quests other than like your regular go and kill 6 of these things. But I was kind of just wandering around anyway. I wasn't really looking to do this stuff to begin with. It was more that it is literally right in front of me, so I kind of might as well. I don't have enough focus for that. Huh. How about that? Here, we'll fix that problem. There you go. Problem solved. Alrighty. So yeah, the way this build runs, for what I have so far at least, is that I rely on the fact that I don't lose focus when I move, because of the way that I spec'd this out. And that I can slow them and shoot accurately on the run. So basically what my goal is to just keep moving, keep slowing them, and just keep on shooting arrows and doing lots of damage over time. Ooh, he got me. Alright. That's fine. Here, while we're at it then. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. There you go. So we got all the boars. We still need another badger. Was there anything else? We were missing something else, I thought. I'm not really looking to fight him, but if he decides to say hi, I can do it. It's fine. We can make it happen. Where's the nearest badger? I need those guys anyway, so I think I might pick him instead. Because they have been obnoxious to try and find. So yeah, let's kill him instead. Oh. And we got a lynx also while we're at it. Well, why not? We're already here. I don't see anything else. Okay. Well, that gets us a little bit closer to our goals. Still need to find 2 of those things from somewhere, which I don't know how exactly we're going to do it, but we're going to try. They just don't turn up in too many places. That's what makes it such a pain. Oh, 3:40 a.m. Yeah, no worries, Randall. Definitely catch you next time. I'll see you on Thursday. You know the drill. But yeah, no, it's always great to see you guys. And it's great to see those of you who keep coming back also, because that's always a nice nice reaffirming, you know, feeling of like a, hey, doing something right here. People like this enough to keep coming back. Is the zone those things are in really just there? Because that's kind of a pain. Kind of an obnoxious little thing that they got going here. There we go. I really just kind of wanted to go through him instead of going around him at that point. He was in the way. Seemed simpler to do it this way rather than trying to run around. Alright, that one was unnecessary. I just kind of felt like doing it, but, you know. The rest of them, not so much. So I need to go down there. Well, here's one way to make sure we don't aggro things later. Do it right now. You know, I actually need to look into things like the traits and all of that, the other skills, because I don't know much about the class past what I'm up to so far. So there's probably a lot of skill tree prep and all that other stuff that I don't really know anything about, and I'm gonna need to look into that for a hunter. I don't know about for the other classes at all. Never mind past level 35 or so for hunter. So it'll be interesting seeing what directions we can take this guy in. Where is that elf? He's gotta be around here somewhere, right? I want to get rid of whatever quests I can from him. The badgers, I think, and the boars were both from him. Alright, that takes care of that. And we can also unload all of this junk while we're here, too. There he is. Knew he was around here somewhere. Cool. So, make the elves like me more. That's basically what that is all about.
Greetings, friend. How may I be of help?
Oh, okay. I was like, I definitely clicked show me the shop, not the one where you don't do anything. I don't remember clicking that. We're gonna want to lock that candle also. And the resin, really. And the honey, for that matter. 1, 2, 3. 3 is really not enough room to be running around with, though. I should probably do something about that. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it be. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I'm just gonna deal with what we've got, because that would involve sitting down and trying to figure out what to store if I can. And I don't think I really have any other storage at the moment. I probably need to get some. Or it would involve picking some things to start just getting rid of. Hey, Mason, how are you? Feels like it's been a little while. Good to see you, though. Blueberries? Yeah, why not? Why not? All right, so those guys are really far away. But there should be something over here. Where was it again? You guys. We need 2 more of them anyway. Oh, that's a fellowship quest. No wonder why it was such an obnoxious one. That explains so much. We're going to try and get these last 2 before we continue elsewhere first. Yeah, no kidding. I've been alright too. It's great to see you as always. But we're just kind of hanging out and playing some LOTRO. I've had a number of things going on. From a wedding that I was attending to trying out. I actually have been trying out some new stuff that I don't want to talk about much yet, but I am expecting to roll out something new as far as some content that I am anxious to get into. So I'll talk more about that once I actually try it out and see if it would work for us. But I'm excited about the prospect. I first heard about the service 2 days ago, actually. So I'm still learning about it, still learning how to use it, all that stuff. But I am excited because I think it would be fun for all of us. And it would help us to continue the conversation. But outside of that, haven't been... What did I aggro? And where is it? Oh, you. Hi. There you go. It's like, why can't I track things? Why for you no work? All right, there we go. But yeah, so it's something I'm excited about. I definitely want to check that out. Outside of that, haven't been up to a tremendous amount, finishing up a couple of things with setting up the apartment. And, I mean, there's always going to be a few things that need to be settled, but we're in a pretty good place right now. So, thinking of actually changing my Twitter handle to not have is moving anymore, because we pretty much got there. We got a lot of things squared away. Was it? Yes, you wanted me to get more trait slots before. I remember. You don't need to tell me again. I didn't get them the last time. I'm not going to buy them right now. Where are these things? What is that? Well, it's an elite, so let's go ahead and say hi to its face. Oh, no worries, Jackie. How are you doing? Oh, good. I aggravated... Oh, I thought I got the other one, too. Oh, finish your puzzle? Cool. I definitely want to see that. And actually, on top of that, while we're talking about phones... I've been having some issues with mine lately as well, so don't sweat it. I need to try and sort out some of the battery life issues I've got, and I don't know how to fix it, honestly. So we've got some problems on my end. Oh, that guy hits really hard. I seem to recall using something that would allow me to have more temporary health, but okay. We'll go with that one, sure, why not? I'm doing okay. Doing all right. Just wandering and kind of was really just looking forward to more chatting with you guys today than doing anything super involved as far as gameplay is concerned. So wandering a little bit, kind of looking for some stuff for crafting, finishing a couple of random quests in the area. Nothing super crazy. but glad to hear you're doing well. Your legs feeling any better than yesterday? I know it might take a couple of days before that really sinks in and you're really feeling any better. I'm not close to a vendor. There are 2 things of raspberries. It's not even worth dropping anything to get them though. So I'll just grow some more at some point. Not even worth it. That's one of the things that, like I was talking about before with farming. If you can grow it, it usually doesn't pay to get rid of something else to pick up the item from the wild. I don't know what the market price is, but as far as selling those crops, it's really not worth it. Or if you wanted to just produce your own to make up for not picking that one up, you could probably get more than just the one anyway, and you'd end up not spending much money at all and a little bit of time. Yeah, farming is actually one of those professions that's really inexpensive to level and to learn lots of things with. So that's a pretty good one if you're looking to progress. And then if you pick up cooking on somebody else, then you can go ahead and shift that stuff over and you have a lot of your stuff already accounted for. What you don't have though there are certain vendor items for a lot of recipes that you need to get, and those can get expensive, so you're going to need to have some income coming in. And if you have a house somewhere, you get a discount. You also get discounts for other things like reputation levels with certain areas. Vendors will give you a discount when you have a high enough reputation with the faction. So that's something to consider also, but you're going to want to try and lower that cost as much as possible. Mobile repairs is a hobby. Battery's an issue. You might want to clean your files out. Make sure keep your tasks to a minimum. Yes. Yeah, I already started deleting some things. I wish I could buy a new battery, honestly. That was one of the things I wanted in a phone, but there are so few of them nowadays that have removable batteries as a function. So many of them are integrated, and I'm really not a fan of it. But at this point, I'm just trying to figure out how to cut some things out. One thing that I've noticed with mine that's been frustrating me is that there are times where it'll drain very quickly, sure, but there are times where it'll show, let's say, 50% or so, and I'll be maybe using something that is battery intensive as far as, you know, playing a game or something, not like a 3D game or anything crazy like that, but playing a game. And what it ends up doing is shutting down and refusing to turn back on and until I plug it in. And sometimes when I plug it back in, it'll say that it now has 6%, and sometimes it'll say, no, it's got 50%, but we're not letting you turn it on anyway. So that's one thing that's been bothering me. And as far as like the overall battery, if you're daring enough, I suppose I might need to do that, honestly. I should probably check about warranty stuff first and see if it's under warranty, and if it's not, then who cares. But yeah, no, it's been bad enough where the hour train ride to work has been too taxing to use the phone and play a game on for the entire time. It will shut down before it gets there unless I plug it into something. So yeah, that's what I was wondering too. I was trying to figure out how to try to recalibrate that sensor if it was not physical damage and if it was something that just needed to be recalibrated, but I don't think that that is the case, because I tried shutting down full low to full charge and shutting it off and turning on and checking where it was at, and it does seem like the gauge has some issues, because even today I went and I took it and it was full plugged in at 100%, and I restarted it in safe mode instead, leaving it plugged in, and by the time it finished the startup for that, it told me that the battery had 90%. I was like, 10% of the battery should not disappear when starting it in safe mode and when you have it plugged in the entire time. That doesn't seem right. So I'm thinking that that is definitely part of the problem. How much of it, I am not sure. And I'm trying to use some apps now to try and monitor battery usage a little bit better than the generic Android system battery monitor can. Yeah, those Samsungs. I used to have a Samsung actually, but I ended up breaking the screen. I put enough pressure on it that it wasn't even showing anything anymore on the screen. So I was like, well, I guess it's time for me to get a new phone then, and that's how I got this one. Which was working all right up until maybe a month or two ago. And I have heard a bunch of other people complaining about Verizon update causing problems with their battery life. And I'm wondering if that could be part of the equation as well. Because I saw a bunch of posts when I was looking through Reddit, among other places. But Reddit is where I saw this one. And that was like a month and a half ago is when they were saying, it seemed to be a bunch of people saying the May update was causing problems for them. I'm wondering if that's the same sort of situation that we're working with here. So, I mean, I could call Verizon, but nobody is going to know anything. That I feel fairly certain of. I would definitely need to go up the ladder. The first person who answers the phone would not be able to help. That I know. Still can't find him. He's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, Jackie. Yeah, it's been one hell of a ride, let me tell you guys. 320. I still can't believe that, honestly. Getting past 100 was still a mind-blowing experience. So now I could say I've got 3 times that here with all of you guys, and that the community is growing, and it's really just been so touching and just really cool getting to know about you guys and your stories and seeing how this community grows. I'm probably gonna mess up the pronunciation, but Rembenas, I hope that is how it is pronounced. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if I messed that up. I apologize if I did. I definitely did not mean to do that. But how are you doing? Oh, Jackie. You guys are too awesome with all that. I mean, it's true that sharing is, in my opinion, probably one of the #1 ways for people to hear about it. But it's still amazing just seeing all the support from you guys. It's been great. Thought I was gonna die, so tongue hold up. Oh, that seems like a bad time, Mason. Be careful with that. Oh, Flora, is that... We've got more... more Necrodancer. I had to read that line a couple of times before I was like, skill is at best at... Oh, I see what he did. I definitely do want to play that game, though. I have it, too. I need to just sit down and actually install it again. You know, I ran into issues... This is one thing that I ran into a while back, which was kind of messing me up. Oh, Christian, hey, what's going on? Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't know that was the username. Sorry about that. One thing that's been causing me problems is hard drive space. So my external needs to get sent back for RMA. I know you guys knew that a while ago, and I haven't gotten around to it, but I've still got a good year, almost a full year on the warranty. So I'm not tremendously worried about that. That being said, the internal that I've got is 500 gigs, which is usually good enough for me. Problem is that Arc ends up eating up a good like third or quarter of that when you install it. So, and you know, that doesn't account for things like Windows in there too, and other games. Star Citizen isn't exactly small either. I've got other games on there. MMOs are usually large. So I always run into issues when I have Arc installed, and it's hard for me to keep that installed and have enough room for other things and videos, and I end up uninstalling it half the time. But that's where a lot of games got uninstalled that were small, just because I was trying to clear out as much as I could to try and work Arc into things, and it just wasn't happening. Would Defo buy again? Not much for me. I'm doing all right. Just kind of wandering. I was trying to actually do one of the quests here at the moment, but I'm having some issues with finding the enemy for it, because he is strictly in this small area. And that being said, it seems like there's only like one of them that shows up every once in a while. So the fact that I've got 4 of 6 is probably impressive, but I kind of just want to finish the quest at this point and get it done. So that's pretty much what's going on over here. But I got so sidetracked and confused by trying to read the lyrics before for a second floor that I forgot to thank you for sending that loot. Man, yeah, that's actually one thing that I wanted to... I always check with you guys every so often about this one, because I want to make sure that it doesn't come off as something like money hungry or anything like that. Not like there's really much that comes through there. It does make a difference, but it's not like I can sit there and pay my rent on loots or something like that. But I always like to check and just make sure, is that something that you guys enjoy? It's something that you like to have as a functionality? Join in and help. Let's see. It's 10 already. I wasn't really planning on staying up too much longer than maybe 10:30. But you have a character around this level? I remember we were talking about it a little bit the other day, but I never really got to ask you about your characters. Fortunately, I can sidestep like the best of them, Galen. Oh, you're gonna reset at that point? It was so close. I had you so close to being dead. Why you gotta be like this? Oh, he's blocking a lot more this time. Yeah, let's... Oh, okay. That's fine. Push me back. Oh, there's links around here. Great. That's what I need. More things to attack me when I'm trying to fight something way harder than I should be dealing with. Oh boy. We're gonna need to do this. Yeah, let's just... Can we get enough? Just need enough focus for that. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, an adamant shard. Cool. That was actually worth it. Don't do drugs, kids. Yeah, pretty much. What world? Is that what you're going for? I'm in Landreval. Just tweet about the stream and that's it. Aw, Jackie. Thank you. I really do appreciate when you guys do that. How's life? Life's pretty good though, in general. It's been finally starting to slow down a little bit, which I am very, very happy about, honestly. It's been a long couple of months, not in a bad way, but just a very busy couple of months. So I'm definitely happy that things are starting to slow down a little bit, and I can get back into a rhythm for the channel and for life in general, and everything can kind of start to fall into a pattern or a system or rhythm, whatever you want to call it. What level is my character? Mine's 37 right now. Let us see. I still don't know where these guys are because it's this small area, like I was saying before. Like, right now I'm in it. I am in the area they're supposed to be in. And I do not see anything other than a boar and a badger. That's what we got. So I may just need to put that quest on the side and kind of worry about the other ones. Seems like it's a bit of a waste to just wander around the same patch of dirt over and over again. Oh, and I remember that one time there was a drake that hated everything at the end here. I'm not gonna fall for that again. Oh, sweet, thanks for the follow. That's right, I always forget sometimes about the planet GIF that we have now, which I think is really cool. I actually like that a lot. Sneeze, stop talking. I thought I was like, someone sneezed somewhere. To the cowboy-mobile. I had to actually prep myself to say that because I was like, I am going to completely butcher this if I try and say it without actually prepping myself, so I really don't want to get involved with that drake. We tried this already. We know how this story ends. And how many arrows can a bat really take? Because that seems a little unnatural. Yeah, I am not getting involved with that thing again. Oh, great. He has an aura that he just hurts people in general. We're gonna try this again and just try and slide on down here. Kind of like the cha-cha slide, but not exactly. Well, bless you now. That's awesome, though. I have been told that I have some pretty, well, poor timing, actually. I seem to find times that people don't want me to be doing whatever it is I'm about to do. 500 pieces. Yeah, for you, Jackie, that should be a cakewalk. You just knock those things out. I swear, I couldn't do it. Not like that. Not as effectively as that, that's for sure. Hey, we finished a deed. Finishing deeds is good. Get a few turbine points while we're at it. So, let's see, where... We had a few more giants we need to try and get, if we can manage that. I don't think we're going to be able to do it too easily, but we're going to try. Ooh, forgotten text. Perfect. Troll? Yeah, alright. Yeah, sure. We'll start with you. You looked at me funny or something, and I need to kill like 115 more of you guys anyway in order to finish another deed. So, sure. Why not? Level 20. Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure what we could do that would be the same other than some crafting, perhaps. Because the level gap is a little high to be able to get experience doing the same sorts of things. But I probably do have a character that I could use another time that is roughly around that level. I'm just not looking to play him tonight. Oh, I hope he didn't notice. Please don't notice me, Mr. Drake. I love your music. I'm just kidding, I really didn't. I crack myself up sometimes. Whoa. Ally of the wood troll. No. No. Get away. Get away. Everybody get away. I don't know who you are or where you came from, but you don't need to be here anymore. Trust me. Oh no, not the Drake. I lied before. I actually do like your music. Yeah, that's it. Music is great. I love it. Have I ever played Skate 1, 2, or 3? I have not, actually. I've never played any of those. Alright. I think he got tired. That is very fortunate for us. But yeah, no, I have not played any of those. I have heard of them, but I've never tried them. Let's give myself a speed boost a little bit here and monitor where these things are. I want to try and grab as many of them as I can and try not to piss off Drake because he has quite a big posse. I don't know if you guys know that, but yeah, he's really quite popular. And what's worse than having Drake mad at you is having a clone of Drake mad at you. So we're gonna try to not aggravate either of them. I think that would probably be in our best interest. Okay. Oof. I don't know if I can get past these guys to get that one. That's gonna be hard. I could... Oh. That guy kind of snuck up on me. Come on. Come on, we can do it. When we do another meeting? I need to plan that, actually. But I'm thinking of potentially doing another, like, lunchtime type one. Because it's convenient for me in that I can build it into the workday where it is time that I was not previously really able to utilize effectively. So I like that I'm able to spend time with you guys during that time that I was kind of wasting anyway. And now I can get the better content as well as getting to talk to you guys. So I kind of get the best of both worlds by multitasking and using the time effectively. So I'll probably aim for something along those lines again during that 1:30-ish to 2-ish range. But at some point I do plan on doing something more on a weekend or something like that where I can spend a little bit more time with you guys, have a little bit more of a steady connection. Okay, I think I got all of the nodes I can find over here. I still didn't actually kill any of the giants though, so I guess we're gonna head back into the dragon's den, literally. Let's hope for the best here, shall we? Let's see. Oh, the speed of sound is 340.29. Oh, whoa. I'll read that in 1 second, Mason. So far, cry. I am doing all the crying here, it seems, because I seem to keep aggravating Drake. I mean, I know lots of people like his music, but that doesn't mean that he needs to try and spit fire. He spits hot fire, man. Now I'm just blending references together in ways that they were never meant to be blended. Nobody asked for that. Nobody ever want that. I'm pretty sure that rockworm doesn't like me now. Or that boar. I think everything, actually. Surprisingly, they didn't actually come after me, which I really was not expecting. Oh, that got him, though. Oh, here we go. And now everything is gonna hate me. Yeah, I got one of them. Now let's not be here anymore. What do we have to do that? I could probably actually kill this rockworm. There we go. Yeah, cool. We made it. Now we just want to heal up before we get involved with that other one. But while we're doing that, so given that the speed of sound, and thank you for the loots, by the way, Jackie, I'm sorry. It really does actually make a difference. Speed of sound is 340.29 meters per second. At sea level, America is 4,417 miles from England. It would take, give or take, 22,085 seconds for me to hear. So well, I mean, I think the YouTube delay is a little bit shorter than that, so it should work out roughly equivalent. You probably won't notice the difference. Stream Plague Inc. You know, I've heard of Plague Inc. a few times. I haven't looked into the game actually at all myself, but I've heard some good things about it. Naruto Online. Ooh. How could you pass up that game? I really don't want to get involved. Actually, yeah, I can get involved with them. Sure, why not? But let's refocus first. Did it wrong. Otter Explosion. Hey, what's going on? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. All the references and inside jokes. Yeah, it's pretty much what we do here on the channel, honestly. It's like, how many memes and references can we get into a sentence? This guy is throwing a lot of rocks. He is right about the name. He's definitely named appropriately. I love how if you move, the rock is like, no, listen, dude. This isn't a rock that he's throwing. This is a heat-seeking missile that's made of stone. So I did that just because I was worried that he was about to kill me. Well, while we're doing this, we might as well try and kill that guy, I guess. And hope for the best. Should have divided 4, 4, 17 by 5, now multiply it, so 83 seconds. Yeah, again, I think YouTube it's about the delay, right? That's roughly equivalent. There we go. Questing burglar through Mirkwood. Oh yeah. Mirkwood, I haven't done that, actually. At some point, I'm sure I will. Can I do it this weekend? I don't believe that I can this weekend. I actually found out earlier I'm going to be going to a soccer game on Saturday, so I'm going to be out of town for that. And Sunday, I imagine, is probably going to be largely composed of trying to get the house all prepped for the week. Things like cleaning and other chores that need to be done around the house. So I don't want to promise this weekend, but perhaps next weekend. We'll have to get back to you on that one, but we'll be talking in the Discord about it. That might be what he's throwing. I can't really tell, Otter. Hate math. Oh, I actually enjoy the maths. I used to tutor the maths. Pass this year, nice, yeah. Yeah, math to me is actually interesting, but I think that a lot of that depends on who you are learning the maths from. Just my opinion. And let's finish this guy off, shall we? There we go. Only need one more of those guys. Amazing. But yeah, so if you're wondering also what Christian and I were talking about, I actually did a lunchtime, I did like this open house Discord voice chat with all of you guys, whoever was available. So we're going to be planning another one of those, but if you want to stay in the loop for that, you can check Twitter and Discord. I'll post the info in both of those once I figure out when the next one will be. But if you want to come by, say hi, meet other people in the community, you're more than welcome to. And it's open to everybody. So that's something that'll be on the agenda. Pythagoras Sphere. Oh, I used to know, what was it? It was Huron's formula. It was a way to figure out like the triangle. If you had like two sides, you could figure out everything else basically. Or I forget the formula now. It's been a long time since I used it, but I do remember something like that when I was in school. I'm also gonna run at this guy and interrupt him. So I think that would be in my best interest. honestly. Man, come back. Let's see. Math gross. It's nice. That is a different type, and you know it, Mason. Or Otter, rather. My mistake. Why did I just assume Mason? I think it's because we were talking before about your adventures of late. Okay. Let's try and get rid of this guy too while we're here. Oh, okay. That was really bad timing, actually. That was really unfortunate. Yeah, this really couldn't have been planned much worse, huh? But if I can slow him, that should work. Can I say again, please? I was just talking about how we did our Discord open house, and if people want to meet others in the community, then you're more than welcome to. When I come up with when it's gonna be, I'll be posting about it in Discord and on Twitter. I'll let you guys know what the schedule is gonna be for that, but it's open to anybody, so if you want to meet some of the people in the community, you want to talk to me, you're more than welcome to come by. Let's see. If it's 500 pieces in total, how many pieces should be around the edge? It depends on how many across there are. Like, what are the dimensions, I guess, is really what you need to know to figure that out. I'll try and sneak through here. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, wait, wrong game. Those are more giants. Those are a lot of giants. And I think everything is past them over there. So I'm going to see if I can get around them this way, maybe. Oh, there's more giants over that way. All right, then. Maybe I can sneak that way. Once I kill this worm. Maybe. As many as you put there. Oh, Mason. If I had a torture room, wouldn't even need knives. Just need paper, pen, painfully complicated math questions without a calculator. You know that when I was, this is gonna sound, you want to hear the even nerdier side of me. When I was growing up, as in class, I would try actively to solve problems without a calculator, just for the sake of trying to get better at it and kind of test myself to see if I could do it. All right, there seem to be a lot of nodes down there. I don't think I have any sort of stealth option. I would really love it if I did, but I don't think I do. So we're gonna try something, and if it doesn't work, we're gonna have to quickly get out of here. Probably through that, honestly. But we're gonna just run. Oh dear, that's a problem. This horse is not gonna make it through this. I don't think. Oh wow, amazingly did. Well, I need to run past them the other way, it seems, to get past that, because I don't think there's a way to do it going around the edge. You kind of have to go past that one choke point I saw at the beginning. That is very unfortunate. All right then. That's amazing. Oh, thank you. It was something that I would just kind of do for fun. Yeah, I know. Math for fun. I'm that guy. Don't worry. You can let me know how weird it is. It's okay. Grab this real quick, and then let's get out of here. My mount is still healing. I want to give it a chance to do that. Oh, the date? I don't know the date yet, Christian. So that's why when I do have it, I'll be posting about it in Twitter and on Discord. Can't really see the YouTube chat on screen. You know what? It looks like it's right under the quest log on the right side. That's where I'm seeing it pop up. I don't know how well it's coming through for you guys. The music seems to like not exist anymore. And it just feels even more ominous not having music. That guy looked like he was falling down, and I was a little confused. Okay. Careful. Don't piss off Drake. We know about his music and his insane love of all of his works. We don't want to aggravate him. I don't care about this troll, though. I'm fine with him. I'll just run right past him. That doesn't bother me. TCG symbol. Shouldn't be covering it. I missed who that was. Thank you, though. Thank you for the follow, was it? I think that was the follow sound. I forget because they're so similar. I'm gonna see if it actually showed up for 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry, yes, followed. Thank you so much. And welcome to the crew. Let's see. TCG shouldn't be covering it, but if you guys keep saying a little bit, I just maximized it so I'll have a better look at it. But I don't think it's covering it. It shouldn't be covering it. It could be, but I think that it is below where chat is popping up. I think where it is showing up is roughly around the location of like the money bag, like the inventory overflow thing. That second icon up from the TCG logo. I think that's around where it is. Let's just try and run through here quick. I kind of want to try my luck again, but I know that this is a terrible idea. I will regret all of this. I will definitely regret all of this. Oh no, broke my legs. That's a problem. That is a big problem. Well, I need to get out of sight of things if I'm going to... Oh, I am pissing off an entire village of giants. That is not what I had planned. Nope. Nope. Get away. Oh dear. The water slows me down much more than it's going to slow them down. Okay. Yeah, no, it's definitely up there because I just saw it pop up above the that section. I tried to revise my maths for my math exams. Pori, they were like, "You shall not math." Oh, did they slam down a pencil on the table and just sent energy flying everywhere? Oh no, I actually want this one active. I don't need precision right now. Thank you, though. Thank you for letting me know that you're willing to do that. Oh, it disappears. Yes. Yes, it does. I have it set to a timer. Is the timer too short to really read for you guys? If you need me to extend it, I can play with the settings. It might just not be right this second. It'll probably be after everything winds down. What other science-y things can we steal? We're just stealing pieces of history. That's what we're doing in this village of giants and worms and stuff. Oh, there's another one. Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Sneaky snake. Okay. Well, I remember what happened when I went for that one. I'm not falling for that again. But this guy needs to not find me. Can I get through there? Maybe. I will answer that with a resounding maybe. Aha. Okay. We're getting a lot of these scripts, actually, which is really, really helpful for our crafting for later on. Preserving history makes you sound better. I should probably call it that, shouldn't I? Right. No. This is... I'm really doing a service, you see. See, I find it funnier when you're actually killing the humanoids to get the scholar items, and then saying it, I think would be hilarious. No, I'm preserving history as you're just, like, knocking your bow and firing arrows into a thief. Like, this is really for the betterment of mankind. You guys just don't appreciate it. That's what your problem is. See if chat is fine because I'm on YouTube. Concern for people on Twitch and people who want to watch this thing as a video. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Does it seem like it's too short then? Is that what the diagnosis is? I may actually grab pretty much all of the ones I could have detected, which is pretty impressive because there were a lot of them in this little village here. And I think the next thing I'm gonna do, honestly, because there's this guy, and he's my problem. So I'm gonna see if I can get him to run all the way around. Yeah, just like that. Okay then. Stay right there. That would be perfect. How did he... Well, he stunned me, but he didn't actually hit me with anything. Oh, except that time, when he took out half of my health for some reason. How he did that with melee, I am not really sure. He can't reach anything up here. How did he hit me at all? I need a little bit more focus. Hopefully he doesn't reset, because he should have probably reset long before now. Instead, it's letting me fight him. Pretty much like a regular standard fight. This doesn't seem like it should be allowing me to do any of this. And it keeps running into problems with firing like that one killing shot that I wanted. There we go. That's fine. My legs will heal by the time I'm done reading this. For history and all of the races of mankind. Got an urge to listen to old Black Eyed Peas songs. That is an interesting urge. Utterly outplayed. Yeah, it seems like that probably shouldn't have been allowed, but and they have anti-exploit systems for that sort of thing. But it seemed to work. I'm not sure how that happened. Random.exe stopped responding. That's never a good sign. Legs are dead. Oh yeah, well, I mean, you had all the workout stuff before, so I can understand how that would be the case, Jackie. It's gonna take some time before your legs feel much better. I still love how that actually worked. That really should not have worked. Nothing about that should have worked. I thought maybe at best he would run around the house and then start hitting me, and me trying to run without aggroing everything else and their mother in this camp. But no, instead it just decided that he was going to try and fight me without being able to reach, and hit me once. Really, really hard. Auntie, did you say... Doesn't even matter what it's related to. So we're gonna need to give you some antiviral medication. Everybody goes crazy. Work out your muscles, but work out maths wrong. You know, there was one thing where I remember reading about, and now this has to do with math. It just reminded me because we were talking about tests and things like that. So there was an exam one time I remember. I think this was a friend of a relative of mine's, but they all went in a car on a road trip. They missed a test, like a final that they were supposed to make, and they ended up telling the teacher, like, yeah, we tried to get back on time, but the tire was flat, so it took time for us to change the tire, and we couldn't make it on time for the exam. I was like, all right, no problem. I'll give you guys a makeup. And put the four of them, there were four of them in the car, put all four of them in separate rooms, and then asked, you know, whatever their first question was, and they were happy about that. They were knocking it out. And then the second question, which took up the entire page and was worth like 85 points on the exam, was which tire was it? And you quickly run into that problem of like, we didn't discuss that. We just made sure that we knew the material. And the fact that now you're in separate rooms could be a little bit of a problem. Just a little bit. I could take this guy out. I don't think he'll grab anybody else. Let's see. Man, it's pretty dark in the... Start screaming. Pretty dark in here. Seriously, there's like not really much light at all. I don't understand. I remember when you guys were talking about me doing something like that. I don't know. It seems like it's the kind of thing where a lot of people are doing also. So I have mixed feelings about it. But that's one of those like never say never types of things, I feel like. He looks like he would not like it if he knew I was about to try and do this. Got him. Just like a true historian. Stealing documents right out from under their noses. That guy is gonna eventually find me. Interrupted by what? Your movement? Oh boy. He just went skydiving. He's mad. He's mad, bro. He's mad. Alright. This way. We're going back this way. I'm sorry. Don't tase me, bro. There's another one. Oh, I see the problem. Well, I can't really fool this one like I did the other one, because he'll just throw whatever it is he throws at me. So I'll probably skip that one, I think. I need a dark persona. Oh, oh, Mason. Demon. A cow from... So is it actually going to be like Diablo 2? With the cow level? Because that's what I just got out of that conversation just now. I think we've done a pretty good job here. I'm going to run through this way and see what else I can grab, but I'm pretty satisfied with the... Oh, not getting that one, I guess. Pretty satisfied with the amount of documents we've managed to steal. I mean, preserve for the future generations. Diablo 2, yep. It was an old Blizzard game. Old by today's standards, at least. And I was actually considering playing that one again. Would love to get your opinions on that, because I have a couple of friends who have started to play. They started new characters and started playing again. I wonder if that's something that you guys would like to watch. The rhymes are real. It's interesting trying to make a play on words for all that stuff. Cowbell is not really one of those that you can make rhyme too much. So it's always impressive when you find some way to do it. I may need to just shoot this guy, because I don't think that we're going to be finding a simpler way to do this. I could just run off into the distance that way, I guess. There seems to be something over that way, so maybe I'll just go there. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do that. Delayed. Breaking leg sound is delayed. I could fight him. I could take one. I just can't get into a fight with like 5 of them. Or even 2, for that matter. Yeah, you closed that gap a lot faster than I thought you were going to. Not gonna lie about that. Something random like Crank Gameplays. Difference between a poorly dressed man on a bicycle and a well-dressed man on a tricycle? Blank gameplays. Attire. Well, that makes sense. It is true. The attire is certainly different. I can't fault you for that. Come on. One more. There you go. And now let me preserve some more history. There we go. Oh wait, never mind. Bad jokes are bad. The double pun. I love it. I actually really do like that one. And when Jillian rolls her eyes at me for telling her later, I will let her know that you told me. So thank you for that one, Otter. Crank gameplays, though. You know, Ethan actually is one of those that I really should watch more of his stuff. I've seen a little bit, but I never got into too many series. That one of the main series actually that I did get into of his was when he was playing Astroneer. And I saw that, I was like, oh, this actually seems really cool. I want to get this game now. And like many gamers, couldn't resist the urge to pick up a copy of that. No. We'll do it this way. Wow, he just wound up and punched the crap out of me. Good thing I had that temporary health, because that would have hurt. 6 afraid of 7. That one I know. I do love the double pun. That was awesome. Ethan is adorable. He is. He was really cool to meet also, and talk to for a minute. You know, you always, and I know it's the same for them. It really goes the same for all content creators, I would argue, that meet up with any fans or any viewers or, you know, whatever the case may be, anybody from the community. They always, and now I feel like I can say it from experience, you always wish that you had more time to sit down and like chat and actually have conversations. And for them especially, because they had, you know, their meet and greet, and it was one of those where it's like, all right, you have 60 seconds to go and talk to him, and then to go and talk to him, and then you're gone. So thanks for waiting online for a couple hours, and I hope you have fun with your minute of fame. So, so it's one of those things where, you know, the people who are genuine about, you know, really wanting to connect with their community and all that, which I think is a lot of them, they always run into that where it's like, I wish that I could actually sit down and talk to these people instead of having to move to the next one after 60 seconds. A 6 offender. Oh, that's different than I thought you were going to go with. I like that one too, Otter. You should join the Discord and just go ahead and drop these every so often, because that seems like it would be a great place for them. Voice is so cracking, so full of energy. He really is. He is really cool, though. Actually, I did post a video. I forget if it's on Twitter or Instagram, but I did post a video of the meetup that I had with him and with Brian over at PAX. Fun times, let me tell you guys. Yeah, my own dark persona. It's not really real unless you have a community that made it for you. Yeah, that is... I mean, that's pretty much how theirs came about. So, I guess that kind of makes sense. It's one of those things where if there's enough traction where it's... For the larger ones. If there's enough traction where it's noticed, but primarily if it's something that someone in the community creates and the creator sees it and it's just like, that would work pretty well and I like the idea, and then you can run with it. I guess that's really how it all kind of comes about, isn't it? It's not so much the, well, I feel like doing it this way because that's the person I decided to develop. I mean, you could do that too, and that's how a lot of different characters are made. But for the dark ones, I know that that's more their history. Little bit of a different path. Is he behind me? I don't see him on the map. Guess not. Cool. We're just going to grab all of their stuff again. And then I think we're actually going to hightail it out of here. We'll probably fast travel to get out of here and try and use some of this history that we have found. Oh boy. Am I going to run into a problem here? I think we're good. Stealth mode activated. Pretty difficult to make a dark name for. Yeah, that is true. But I mean, you never know. Like, somebody could come up with something. I feel like you always want. You could be surprised by a lot of different things that people can come up with. Oh, could I have just done that last time? Because that seems like it was much simpler than completely ignoring the fact that he couldn't reach me. It was pretty fun to do it that way, not gonna lie, but this was much faster. Why'd the hawk like to sit on a church's steeple? Oh boy. I have no idea, but I know that I'm going to laugh and shake my head as soon as you tell me. Because that is my lot in life. Bird of prey. This is amazing. Oh, you know, actually, I need to, completely unrelated, but I just was thinking about it. I know that there are some mini games with the bots and stuff like that. I need to try and figure out how to get those. I mean, I know that they're active, but I need to figure out how they are run, so that way I can inform you guys, and you guys can have mini games while we're all hanging out together too. I believe on Twitch, !boss is one of them, but I don't know how it works. I'll be honest. I ought to be ashamed of myself. Perfect. That's perfect. YouTuber named Zark Gaming. People made Dark Zark. I'd never have thought. Whoever thought of that? I can't imagine. It's a very creative name. I have to hand it to them. They really knocked that one out of the park. I don't know where I am right now, but we're gonna probably aggro half of these things and hope for the best. Remember that time I ran past everything and hoped that they didn't hate me too much? 'Cause it's kinda right now. Hi, giants. Bye, giants. Splitting them like that was actually kind of perfect. That is not a small number of people. Why did auto run stop? That is not a good time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Really? He's still following? How far is this guy gonna follow? Gotta get tired eventually, man. Come on. Alright. So we're gonna grab these last couple out here, and then I think there was the few that were tucked away on the side. And that is probably gonna be about it for our little adventure here. We're gonna head back then and try and see what we can do with some of this stuff. See what our bounty looks like. I'll just take this. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom? I am the worst with these things. I never have any idea about jokes like this. That time I ran past everything, hope they didn't hate me. Oh, no. The P is silent. Oh. Touche. Touche. I'm sorry that's relatable. I don't want that to be relatable. No. I want other things to be relatable. I've heard this joke. Oh. That's so unfortunate on so many levels. Okay, I think we're just about done here. Oh, I thought he noticed me for a second. Senpai almost noticed me. Well, I think I'm gonna probably piss off somebody doing this. I'm gonna try anyway. Amazingly, he didn't seem to care all that much, so we're just gonna run with it. That's fine. You know, if you want to just stay there and stay in your corner, that's cool. Not looking these people come to me with this. I believe that. But it's funny also because it does kind of come off like they're coming so rapid fire that it does give the opinion without knowing otherwise that maybe you could be looking up some of these. So that clarification is definitely a wise way to go. I think that's the last one. I think we've gotten everything. But this is a really handy place for all this scholar stuff. I gotta remember that. Head to this giant valley place. Noted. Can I? Oh, not. Oh, no, I can. Okay. I was like, it looks grayed out, but it shouldn't be. Why 4 grayed out? Okay. I remember it. Yeah, I mean, I can see why you might remember some of these. Oh, I could have stacked some of these things all along. How about that? I guess they changed the stack size since the last time I had them. These are different scholar lore scrolls, so we're not going to worry about that. This is all different stuff now, I think. Script, this script, it only took a 1 stack. All of that stuff we got. That's impressive. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and run down to the Scholar Hall. We'll see where we're sitting after all this is said and done. But you can actually make a lot of cool things as a scholar. It's an expensive profession to have, but you can make a lot of cool things. Like for hunters, that fire wheel that I used earlier, even though I only used the one of them, you can go ahead and make those, actually. And there are different versions depending on what tier of craft stuff that you're making. Same goes for these light oils that I've got a stack of right over here, too. And that probably would have been good for the trolls that I was fighting, but I decided to just go with the fire one anyway. It's something that I can make much more easily and cheaper. So, figure I'll just throw it on there, do a little extra damage. The worm carver, not warm. I can read sometimes things. Reading is a sometimes. Ooh. These are actually almost about to run out, so I'm glad that I came back. I definitely didn't want to lose that adamant shard, because those can be a bit pricey. They are rare to get, and you usually get them from combat, is the one way I know. Of certain particular mobs, I think, have that chance. Like a rare mob, it's a unique one. And they spawn slowly enough. But that's needed in some of the specific recipes, some of like the higher ones that are unique, and maybe you can only craft it once before you have to get the scroll again, that sort of stuff. Poor unfortunate souls. Jackie, thank you for that loots. Oh man. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you guys enjoy having loots, because otherwise I don't think you'd be using it. So if that's the case, I'm really glad, because that's really more, if you guys didn't like it, then I wouldn't bother with it. But if you enjoy it, then I'm going to keep it around. You know, that's more of my focus than trying to sit here and be like, oh, it'll make me a few extra whatevers. That's not more of my focus. I care more about whether it's something that you guys like. So I'm glad to see all that. That's definitely important to me. More important than the monies. Although, while we're on the topic of that, there is, of course, as many have, the hope that someday I can turn this into something a little bit more full-time than I have now. And that being the case, that's where, like, money is a weird subject, right? Because you run into the situation where you don't want it to be this I'm doing this for the money type of thing. But if you're going to do it full time, you need to be able to support yourself and to not have to work another job so that you can do this. So it's that weird balance where it's more of a resource that enables you to do content creation full time, as opposed to what it is. That's not the goal. It's more of a consequence almost that is necessary to do this. So it's an interesting balance. And I mean, I know for some they might be like, oh yeah, no, I'm interested in the money and that's why I do this. It's like, all right, well, that's great for you, but that's not really why I'm looking to do it. It's not why a bunch of people do it, I think. Like blonde jokes, I'm open to blonde jokes. You're welcome to throw them. No one's noticing you're advertising at me. Oh, I still really do appreciate that, though. It does mean a lot to see that you guys feel so strongly about it that you're willing to just throw it out there and try and get more people down here. Because that's really what it's all about, in my opinion. It's about the community. And whether anybody comes by or not, I definitely do appreciate the efforts no matter what. It's a long one, but it's great. Okay, I will read that in 1 second. I'm just figuring out what to get rid of here so I can clear out everything else. I should probably get rid of these, honestly. Oh, the armor is higher, so... I'll hold it for now. But what else can I get rid of? So many options, so little time. Maybe this halberd. I don't know who would use that, but I don't think it would be my hobbit burglar. So I'm gonna go on a limb and saying that's not who needs to get this. Does he have jeweler? No, but I think the hobbit actually does have jeweler, so that works. That actually works very well, because I think he needed some more. Anything else? I think that about covers everything. Cool. All right. Well, off with you then to my, or I could cancel the letter and do it again because you guys liked it so much the first time. I decided to repeat the entire process, only without repeating the entire conversation, because that I don't remember. I'll be honest. I think it was just that stuff, and that's about it. And go. Cool. That gets rid of that. I can take this, and now we got everything. Awesome. So we got all of the inventory from our little adventure there. Now let's read this while we're running back. As long as the document burns both are in a right hand. Okay. And tell you how it happened. Ironing. Oh, that's a problem. Should not have taken my eyes off of the road. This is why you don't take your. This is why you don't play on your phone while you're driving, because things like that happen. Your horse goes into the river. I think this would normally cause drowning, but it doesn't seem to be the case here. Sorry. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and read that joke. Iron my clothes when it's just a call. Picking up the phone, I pick up the iron, burn my ear. The other ear in your hand. Tried to call for an ambulance. Oh no. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm about to give a stuck. Yeah, actually, wait. Why even do that? I could probably. Well, no. We'll start with that, and I can quick travel if I need to, because this might get me closer to where I need to be instead of having to run from wherever High Moore's camp is. Let's see. I did miss what you said, but I'm reading it now. because I just wanted to catch up on the joke because that came in before on the combined chat. No, people who do raids, basically people who are in their stream, have their viewers comment hashtag. Oh, okay. On another person's stream. Yeah. That's interesting. I would consider doing that. Just would need to find out who, because I don't know too many people who stream on YouTube is part of the issue. I know people more who stream on Twitch, or when they're streaming on YouTube, it's usually a bit more it's usually a bit more during the day. Like I have a friend of mine, his name is or his channel's name is Gabberwocky, and he's over in Austria, so when he's streaming is typically around afternoon my time zone, and it's a little hard to have that, like, let's hand over from one to the other type of thing when we're not starting until 7 hours apart from each other. Guy streaming right now named Trauma, huh? That's interesting. Interesting name. Wonder what his channel's about. He streams later. Yeah, I mean, that helps a lot because it seems like the later streams, there's typically a bunch of those, and especially like going into the evening for us over in the US and in Canada, you start to hit the people over in like Australia or some of the UK people who do it during the day. For them will hit when the US people are finishing up their night streams. So it kind of keeps things running just continuously like that. Are you sub to both of them? Oh, cool. Huh. You'll have to tell me about them at some point. I haven't heard of any of these people, but I haven't really looked around too much on YouTube. I don't know too many people on YouTube, honestly. Not many at all. It doesn't mean I would be opposed to meeting them, but I kind of think that goes without saying. All right, so we've got a full vault, and the only way I can add space is by using LOTRO points. So obviously I don't want to do that. I don't know what that guy is doing, but he's a little weird. Somebody's chatting about something in in chat, and he's offering kites, which is apparently a sunny summer kite. He's offering other kites, which is apparently a soaring bird kite, and he's got a weirdo on a horse, which is apparently the Rohirric follower. I don't know anything about any of this, but he wants to talk privately with people that are interested in that. So I'm going to leave him alone and just let that be. Iron Panda and Taya. I think I've heard of Taya, but I don't know really any of them, actually. How many of these do I have? It should really show when you hover over instead of making me find it in the inventory. Should be around here somewhere, right? There it is. 25. Yeah, I think I got I got a full stack here. Never mind, I thought that was 30 at first. Oops. Let's go fly a kite. Up to the highest height. Where are you gonna go from here? You're already at the highest height. Indigo. Yeah, I think that's what we got here. Try and stack whatever we can before we start our little crafting session here. And then after that, I think we're going to wrap things up. But it was a pretty successful run out there. Let's see, I got a repair anvil recipe. That'll be good to do at some point. costs more, but at least you can repair on the go when you have that. That would be pretty cool for parties. It is actually a song? I didn't know that. I figured it might be, but I didn't know. Oh, from Mary Poppins. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. Now that you're saying it, that makes a lot more sense. Where's the... There it is. I got 17 tallow candles. That's actually really, really good. It's all artisan scholar stuff. Is that what I was up to? I'm up to master. Okay, that's fine. Did pretty good with the stuff we've got here. And all of that, yeah, we're not gonna have anything for this. The elf carvings. That's gonna be a higher level area. But that's fine. We're starting to level up a little bit where we can actually get into those areas and try to get some of those. Work on proficiency. We should be able to master this pretty soon with the stuff that we've got, though. We got a lot of stuff. So I think we can master this tonight. What would we do? Cowbell raid? We could. Should raid someone. I just don't know who to raid. That's the only problem. But I'd be open to the idea. Let's go with, I don't know, let's start with 20 of them. While we're sorting out other stuff with the vault. Anything? Well, I don't have the resins. Dyes. Yeah, I don't really have anything else I can put away here. With the farmer, can I? Oh, cool, critical success. That's actually really handy with the like building block ingredients, because when you craft something like this and you crit on it, you end up getting 3 times the yield. And whenever it does that, that's when I'm critting. There it goes again. That's awesome. You know, that's actually that universal toolkit I was talking about the last time I was playing. That's where a lot of this crit chance comes into play, because it's a base chance of 5 once you get proficiency, which is filling up this first bar here. So you can see I've got it for these 4 already. And when you get proficiency in one, you can start proficiency on the next. Then you can go to mastery, but you have to do mastery in order also. So if I skipped mastery here and hit proficiency, I wouldn't be able to get any more experience towards mastery until I finish this one. But once you get proficiency, that's when you can start to actually crit on stuff and use these items to boost your chance. So normally you have a base chance of 5%, but with that toolkit, it's 25, which is really, really helpful. Raid trauma. All right, I'll take a look at trauma. I'll take a look and for a few minutes before shutting down, and then we'll see what we do from there. But you got my attention. You can always send me the link to him also, Jackie, over in Discord, and I can always pull it up. Of mysteries most profound. What do I need for that stuff? Oh, it's all for Rivendell reputation. That's okay. I don't really need that. What I would be more likely to do, though, is either make some dyes. I don't have any of the onion skins I need for that anyway. Or more likely, I really like these scrolls of the different crafting lores. They give you a minute boost to whatever the craft's crit chance was. And it's for all of the ones that you could actually craft stuff with where you have that crit chance. The gathering ones, you don't get it. Scholar's unique because you gather and also craft with it. But things like farming, you can't do it. And there's a bunch of other things that we can make here too that have lots of different benefits. The focus potions are good for in combat. Plus, you know, you can see with this one you get that 10% boost for 15 seconds, but you can just generate focus real quick by having one of those. So that's kind of handy, especially for the ones that really go through focus quickly. Mary Poppins stuck in my head now. that kind of makes me chuckle. And here's that fire oil thing that we were talking about before. Fire oil, not fire Earl. So this is a lower level version, and that's a 10-minute with a 1-minute cooldown, but really the basis here is last for 10 minutes. These ones, you last for 15, so you get a little extra time out of it, but it's a higher level, requires higher level ingredients, and you get a batch of 3 when you create it, or 6 if you crit. So I mean, you can make some pretty handy stuff. There's some books for hunters. That's why I picked scholar. There's a bunch of different things for hunter. The focus potions I don't really work with. These bow chants, you can lower enemies, evade, and stuff like that for a certain amount of time. The oils, the books are really handy. Spoonful sugar helps the medicine go down. Oh no. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here, and the battle lore is helpful, but I don't typically use it because I'm usually soloing, and I'd rather spend those resources getting crafting lore instead and increasing my profits that way. But outside of that, you can get paints for housing too. You can make, and some Runekeeper stuff, some Lorekeeper stuff, minstrel sheet music, champion potions were up here. I know I saw that. And Captain Tonks, a lot of different things for different classes. And then there's the Scholar Guild stuff, which is all important for us because you can get some pretty cool recipes with all of the different guilds, and you need to make these to basically get reputation with the guild. And they have cooldowns. You can see all the medium ones have their cooldowns actually 2 days, 18 hours. And the small ones are 18 hours. The large ones, if you know those, which I think start up with this level, yeah, cooldown of 6 days and 18 hours. So that's it. You can't really progress super quickly with the guilds. You kind of need to have the resources and slowly work your way through it. But all of that being said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and process the rest of these real quick. And we'll start with them, and we'll see where we get to on mastery here. And once we hit that, we'll probably cut it off, and I'll decide what I'm going to do with them, either off camera or the next time. We'll see about that. But next thing that we're going to be doing, I'm going to be checking out Trauma and seeing what the channel is like over there. So I'll chat with you guys for a few minutes on camera, and then if everything goes according to plan, we'll go ahead and follow over there, and we can go ahead and raid him and see how he's doing. I also want to use these. You can actually trade these in, these guild items, but I prefer to use them for the reputation. That way I can actually get some instead of getting some items out of it or something like that. I'd rather get the reputation personally. But eventually, they still have a use in the end. See, we're actually almost there. Need another 900. And we're probably going to get it right now. Where's the medium one? There it is. Yep. Yep, once I'm done and I use that, that'll push us over the top into the next tier. So that'll unlock some new stuff for us that we can buy. And we'll check out the vendors with that real quick before we go too. But we've got a little bit of time on this craft, so we're just gonna let that all run through real quick. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start trying to check out Trauma and seeing what I can find about him. I'm assuming it's a him. I actually haven't checked out the channel personally myself. Let's take a little look-see over here. Okay. How for we sound. Wherefore we sound. All right. So that being the case, I think what I'm actually going to do, I will probably cut the sound on the game because I don't want to be blasting you guys with sound from another stream while I'm taking a look at it. But I am more than happy to chat with you guys while I take a look at that before setting if we're going to go ahead and raid over there. So feel free, go ahead and let me know what's on your mind. I'm right here. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Who couldn't know that one? That's a classic. So I'm gonna cut that game sound for a second while I'm checking this out real quick. I was looking for the game again. There we go. Here's the game. It's just watching and waiting. I feel like that's pretty much your like your H1Z1s and your pubs or your pubg. You actually pronounce that. But I feel like that pretty much sums up those types of games. And there's a lot of get a bunch of things, sit down and wait somewhere, and hide and hope for the best, and move a little bit, but don't do anything too crazy. It's pretty much the impression that I get. All right. Yeah, we'll, I think we'll go ahead and hit up his channel in a little bit. Jackie, do you know if he's over on Twitch also? That way I can bring over Otter and anybody else over on that side of things too. We could do that. Yeah, we could do the cowbell raid. Oh boy, he's got a problem. But we could do hashtag cowbell raid. Yeah, I like that. It's simple. It makes sense. No clue if he's on Twitch. Actually, he is. Okay, cool. Yeah, I see his Twitch also. So I'll go ahead and host on both platforms once we wrap things up here. But we'll go ahead and post your hashtag cowbell raid over on his chat in both places, wherever you happen to be watching once we wrap up over here. And that's going to be in just a minute, actually. It looks like we're pretty much right on also with the amount of experience for this. I think we nailed it exactly enough for mastery just from the crafting of all that stuff. Right on the nose. So now we can pick up that title of Master Expert Scholar. But once we finish proficiency on Master level, then you can try to master the Master and work towards that. So just before we go, I'm going to go ahead and check out some of this stuff. You could see on the left side of this little tooltip how much crafting ability you require as a scholar to get some of these recipes and use them, and how much you need to know the crafting guild and how close you need to be with them for that. So all of that said, let me see if I can find, I think Journeyman is next. I just want to find something that requires that and then pick up the little scrolls that we've got here so that we can I can show you what that looks like actually. But these are all legendary, it looks like, or something really high. So that's probably because I'm talking to a legendary guy. How about this guy? He's got a few things that I can already buy. But journeyman. So here's a good one, right? So requires me to be a journeyman with them. I'm gonna go ahead and use this. That pushed me up to the next tier over here. And now if I want to pick that up, I can go ahead and do that. So that's pretty much how the crafting guilds work. You can get improved recipes where you get higher yields for certain things, or just bundle yield things, or your require, like, you're definitely gonna get a crit on something, but it requires more resources, or there's a cooldown or something like that. So there's some pretty cool things you can get out of the guilds. I'll check out the recipes a little bit more extensively later on. But for now, here's the person that you can actually trade in some of those reputation scrolls for other things. These ones you trade in for other scrolls, but you end up losing the reputation yield in the end. So the 7 of the 600 point reputation ones would get you one 1800 one. So it's not really worth it if you're looking for reputation, but if you need it for some sort of trading option, then it would pay off to do that. Like with somebody like this. I don't actually see them right now, but I'm sure there are some recipes in here somewhere with one of these people that require the reputation scrolls. But all of that being said, here's our last person, I think. And they give us the reputation scroll recipes in the first place. But we are out of time here, so we're going to wrap things up. We're going to go ahead and head over to Trauma's channel. I will go ahead and post the link in chat so you guys can hit him up there. We're going to use hashtag cowbell raid. I'll go ahead and post it in chat as well. I guess we can do a one-word type of thing there if you want to do it like that. And I hope you guys enjoy checking out his channel. I'll be watching as well for a little bit and chatting with you just before I head off. But if it's your first time here, would love to have you subscribe or follow. We do a lot of live streams, starting to look into doing some recordings. We do some charity live streams, even though it's been a couple of months now. Definitely looking forward to getting back into that now things are quieting down. And if you know somebody else who would be interested in this sort of thing, would love to have you share it with them, because we love to grow the community and get more people involved. But that's going to be about it from me. I really appreciate having you all here, and I'll catch you all next time. Have a great one, everybody.